SUPA ROBO Wise! It's your boy Zappa, Daimyo no Super Robo, and welcome back to Super Robo Y. Previously, we continued our conquest of VLC by protecting Valkyrie with G and the Wing Boys. Now this leaves us with two missions before the end of the chapter. Dos Capitans, and then Noah Brand's Resolve. Which I keep wanting to say Noah's Brand Resolve, but Noah Brand is the sword. Brand, you know, like Fire Brand or Ice Brand, etc. Anyway, two Capitans. Advent Cabinet Meeting. Based on the above, I would like to propose a council measure amend a certain tax laws with the goals of attracting business. Does anyone have any questions about Captain Shaw's proposal? I do. Captain Bright, no, you have the floor. I have several, but I'll start with the biggest one. I understand the target of this fabled tax treatment will be corporations running with new business initiatives. This will put pre-existing corporate bodies already conducting business on the Advent at a disadvantage. Your thoughts on this? Your question is reasonable, Captain Bright. Along with this change, I am considering a drastic revision of corporate tax law. One such revision would be to incorporate a 5-year tax relief measure for pre-existing corporate bodies. All finances are already stretched thin. Your proposal seems incredibly unrealistic. What's the point of a bid to gain popularity if Advent itself ceases to function? I've done the calculations. By reducing emergency funding and annual expenditures across the board, we can more than afford it. Defense spending is already inflated from our initial total budget. Those numbers may not be trustworthy. We can draw from emergency reserves for this. Economic development is the utmost priority, so it would be good use for that money. Spending reserves would defeat the purpose of having them. It would leave us with nothing for emergencies. Solely pursuing short-term gains is no way to run a country. But a country can't make progress if it can't address its immediate hurdles. If we want to guide the Advent in a rightful future, should we consider the present as well? I understand your logic, but we must be more realistic in our approach. This is a heated debate. Neither captains are giving an inch. Now we decided to come to the cabinet meeting, though. Yeah. Representative Echka likely invited us here for this debate. I'm sure she'll ask us to mediate if needed. Captain Sharp pushes for reform while Captain Bright stays conservative. Neither of them seem to want to compromise. They're both thinking about the future of the Advent. Still. I'm surprised, honestly. Captain Sharp is obvious, but I never expected Captain Bright to be so politically minded. We'll have to retire from military service at some point, if he's already given some thought to what comes next. He wants to enter politics? I doubt he wants to. Others are trying to elevate him, though. A lot of people know the name Bright Noah by now. He's very famous. In that sense, same as the orphan son of Zeon Daikon. Doesn't it seem like this debate will end anytime soon? They'll never get anywhere if they don't compromise. I wonder how this will shake out. Therefore, now that we've started signing pacts with our nation, we must devote our efforts to economic development. Considering the global situation, annual expenditures could easily increase. We can't ignore that. But if we don't change now, business here will come to a standstill. The nation could lose a crucial chance to mature. You need to see that. Oh, I do. My issue is with your methodology. Alright, how about we all settle down? It's just about recess time. I think we need to see this conversion through to its conclusion. If we make the wrong choice, it would adversely impact our finances. But I believe I've amply laid out my reasoning, but I'm open to continuing if you need to explain further. Simply dictating your views is how you get support of your colleagues. Without that, you're no better than out-of-touch intellectual pushing undergrounded pie-in-the-sky reforms. Those type of reforms always give way to extremism. I would never be that type of person, especially since I'm not the Advent sovereign, or even one of its leaders. Guys, please! My apologies, I got a bit heated. As did I apologize for overstepping the scope of the cabinet meeting. I don't see this conversation reaching any decisive conclusion. There are time constraints to consider. In that case, let's leave the final decision to Representative Echka. What's your opinion, Representative? Oh, fuck. This issue is very important, so it will require a very careful decision from all of us. Let's take recess as scheduled, cool our heads, and make a decision after that. Cabinet office. That brain-nosed and stubborn idiot. The world's in motion. He's content to watch it fly by. He's so behind the times. Hathaway said so too. Don't be like that, you two. Captain Bright's Advent's best interest in mind. Just in his own way. More to you and his side, Camille? It's really too long to law no bell. Hey, you're with Neo Zeon like us. You should be cheering for our captain. No, both of you. You and I may be with Neo Zeon, we're both over to Advent right now. But you seem to have a problem with my debating quests. Well, yeah, you could argue circles around Captain Bright if you wanted to, right? Just as victory in battle requires strength, victory in debate requires sound logic. But aren't you right, Captain? Explain what I feel is right, and so is Captain Bright. We need to reconcile our ideas and find common ground. That's how debates like these work. Still think you easily crush him in a debate. It would make me the exact kind of extremist intellectual he was talking about. More to the point, Bright Noah isn't someone I could easily crush even when I threw my full weight in behind this. Isn't he just a regular soldier? You clearly don't want to get why Captain Bright's so good at his job. Kind of a legend, dog. You can tell that was a difficult battle. The Red Comet never gives easy ones. Struggling to contend with him like this brings me back to the 1 year war. Changing words is a lot better than changing gunfire. Believe me, I know. Patrol Regina was supported through the Griff's conflict, wasn't he? He should be able to handle this. Strictly in terms of AU ranks, yes. But he was a special case. We didn't exactly have a commandant-subordinate relationship. We still chat with him every once in a while, though, right? I suppose so, yes. He's not someone you can win over by acting chummy, especially when he has his own ideas for helping the Advent. I hope you're not just arguing with him out of stubbornness. Have a little faith in me, Amuro. I'm still one of the Advent's cabinet ministers. I meant exactly what I said. He's trying to rush things. The world is changing around us, and not exactly why we should take it steady. And consolidate opposition. No, I'm relieved. I guess you've grown up too, right? You certainly wanted to talk. Well, good luck. You might be the only one who can stop Shar in this assembly. Never imagine me counting on me as one-on-one against the Red Comet. Oh? Are we under attack? Not good. Wise X is spread thin, patrolling a wide area around us. Not many of us are left to protect Advent. The next scenario. 2 captains. This is not really a captain situation I'd expected to happen. Neat. Unit up. Squad up. Get 4 more dots. 1, 2... I do have armor on Camille that need to do the thing. Brygar has a lot of utility, and Elgame. Advent is waiting in the rear. Those of us here will form the defensive line. So we're fighting under Bright Noah's command. Don't be petty about it, Cune. No, I know. Don't have many forces to mobilize. All units, be cautious. Enemy forces approaching from current vector. Noah's. Are they after the Advent? They're barely any of them. We can handle this. What do you think, Alvaro? They're decoys. Agreed. In which case, all units stand by into kill positions. Focus on intercepting enemies that attack you. Shaw! Going on the offensive. But Captain! The OZM may be assistant Advent. We don't belong to them. As a Supreme Commander, I retain discretionary power. Gune, quest with me. We'll see and intercept whatever comes your way. Roger that. We don't have to answer to Wise next. We follow the Captain. Yep, no offense, Captain Bright. What now, Bright? Let them go, Amuro. Camille, stay close to Rock Island. Yes, sir. Are you ready? You bet. I'll make myself out. Maybe so useful out there. Likewise, we're waiting for a chance to show what I can do. Good to hear. Dang it, I didn't realize I was holding the button. Taking liberties here. We're taking liberties. We don't deliver results. We can count on not being able to come back. Don't bother coordinating with the three in the front. Watch how the enemy moves and focus on intercepting. Rock Island will remain this vision and provide support in the rear. Bottle attack. I understand where Bright's coming from, including how he doesn't want to incur needless losses. But it won't be enough on its own, so I will bear the risks. Sha.
ラーバルのメインフレームに対象の危険度を報告。反撃不能。
Oh, did I ever put money on the haiku sheet or the? Oops. Sha, sha, sha. Sha, sha, sha. Zoe doesn't answer what Captain Bright is thinking. No point in thinking about it. For now, I just need to follow Captain Bright's orders. Since you're right there in front. Spiritua. Disruption.
ニュータイプは抹消対象。照準調整後発射。
ゼータの動きについてこられるものかよ。そう簡単にゼータを止められると思うな。来たか、直撃させる。当たれ。
ラーバル、コンバットパターンの再構築を検討。
Biosensor. Life is power. I heard that Char and Bright get along during the Grips conflict. No offense, Representative, but I'm not going to stick my nose into this.
仕掛けるぞ。インファンネル落ちろ。
ラーバルのメイン
careful, there's a whole lot of them coming! Knew it. Another force. They brought a whole army. How are we supposed to take on that many? Stay calm. We expected this much. Hit the rear guard first. Amro, Camille. Roger. Tell them to hold off the enemy. All units, fire off all the enemies in the back. Amro, Camille. Leave it to us, sir. Handle it by themselves? Only because Armor Crew were perfectly positioned to handle the enemies once they broke formation. Those two never fail to impress. It's possibly because Bright's leadership. You didn't just predict how they move. We positioned those two so they could easily deal with whoever slipped through. But how did you predict all that? You have to be thinking 2 steps ahead to pull this off, not 3. Reading ahead and further still. Executing with minimal power and maximal results. Not bad at all, Bright. We'll advance force the enemy to appear in your position. Thank you for picking up my intentions like that, Captain. But I hope you'll learn how to command after all this time. It's worked against me in the past, but it saved me on just as many occasions. Shaw! You seriously okay with this, Captain? You're letting Lionel Bell guys take all the credit? That wasn't my intent. Our role hardly stopped at this diversion. Now I need to live up to Captain Bright's expectations. Gune, Quest, fan out, cover the flanks. I'll take the ones in the center. Roger that. Hope you're watching, Camille, because it's our turn. You're not getting past us. Do better. Better than Camille. Better than Armor Ray. Better than Captain. Funnel. Ha! Did you see that, Camille? Gune, could you please not? You're being cringe. You wouldn't be Gune without the competitive streak. You're certainly getting the job done. Of course, the Red Comets team after all. Not bad at all, Shaw. Good work, both of you. Form up. Yes, sir. Now their numbers are thin, we can pick up the rest of them individually. All units, clear the enemy. Don't relax till they're gone. Sick. As we were. Psycho Frame. That's why your dad's being really cool right now. Tell you about him when you get to see each other again. No, you have no idea how amazing he is. Quest gets 2 levels. You instantly understood the tactic I had in mind and went out to the Vanguard. Could go to a more dependable ally, and thankfully he is one. Fuck! Dang it, Fa, I needed you to resupply your boyfriend. Right now is good enough, Commander, to earn our captain's recognition. There's one more person I have to surpass then. Since he's not a pilot, I have to make him acknowledge my capabilities. 4 levels, Cyber New Type level 6. Impressive, Bright. You don't have to worry about... I don't have to worry about... Blech! I don't have to worry with you in command. No place for stubborn pride, but I still can't let him overshadow me. Sha! Sha! Papa! Sha! 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 Two levels for Armored Row.
AI の思考パターンの読み合い合戦です。
捕鯨法を使うんだ。
了解。発射します。
メインセンサーに深刻なダメージ。照準。
Flash. Zappa gets level for not killing things. Very good. Monroe again. Oh, what? Did I give him? I did give him Proud Ace between episodes. Got an extra one. It's a bonus! 20% damage dealt during the enemy phase, 150 plus morale gain, 50 SP once per match. Good, son. We're here, Super Robot Wars. You've now incentivized me to show more animations. It's tactical RPG wherein giant robots such as Gundam and the dude from Godzilla Singular Point. I guess I have to get some guys off the boat. Let's observe some retro shit.
やるだけだ。確率の問題ではない。ブライストード。行くぜ。
I'm also an amateur voice actor, ergo I read the dialogue on the screen in voices.
ラーバルラーバル
About 20% of Super Robot Wars is a sing-along, so if you know the words, have at you. Let's observe this banger.
あなたも人工知能なのですね。お話ししましょう。敵の動きを止めます。えい、それ。は
Yeah, last week I did an 11-hour Claire Obscure stream. Miss you, man. Orange 攻撃。
機体の調子は悪くない。いけるはずだ。やってみせるさ。畳みかける。
Thank you for that follow.
このタイミングでゼータが思いを力に変えるなら俺がそれを引き出してみせる。やるんだ、生きている俺が。うわー！遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。
ラーバルラーバル。
ありがとうみんな。
Camille is that boy, yes. He is the boy, he is known. Oh, there's one dude left. Who's on the boat? Who's on the boat? I used the boat. Nah. Sha!
いい動きをしているが、ここまでだな。まだ私に役目があるというなら、これ以上はやらせん。遅い。もらった。
Sha, sha, sha. Sha, sha, sha. All enemies confirmed destroyed, sir. So you managed to pull through after all. Of course, you've got us here. Why are you so surprised? May have had quantity disadvantage, but not the quality one. We managed to win regardless, all thanks to good leadership. Yeah, our captain and Captain Bright are great leaders. We're just doing our jobs. I have to say, I'm glad to see your skills haven't rusted any, Captain Bright. And neither of yours, Captain Shaw. This doesn't mean our battle is over, of course. Of course, the cabinet meeting will resume when we get back. But will they compromise? Advent Cabinet Meeting. Then by unanimous vote, this matter is approved. We'll present your proposition to the Council in the coming days. Finally done with that mess. Thank you, Captain Bright. This debate was very beneficial. And you as well, Captain Shaw. I'm certain our proposal will benefit the Advent. We ended up taking the good parts of each plan to come up with something better. They're minimizing risk, but it's also investing where it counts. Two of them are spearheads for reform for conservationism. They're probably why they hammered out realistic compromise. I thought they'd never agree on anything. Turns out the two captains make a good pair, huh? It's Captain of the Londo Bell you're complimenting. You realize that, right? Well, Bright's fought alongside Char for longer than I have. They've both been allies and enemies, experiencing them and letting them understand and acknowledge one another. And now they're both in the same place trying to achieve the same goal? It's like kind of poetic, to be honest. How can enemies be so friendly to each other? It makes no sense to me. Don't be like that. Same for us, isn't it? Not friendly with you in the slightest. I have to agree, though. Bright and Char make a great team. The healthy distance between them, one I don't have. Char needs more people like that in his life. I don't need you worrying about my personal relationships, Amaro. True, there's no way it can stop you from endearing yourself anyway. By the way, it's not often you sit in on these. What brought you here? I wanted to see what your jobs are like off the battlefield. You sound like a parent attending an open house for their kids. It's good that they're taking an interest in politics. Camille, Aru should both consider entering the sphere as well. I'll pass. I'm not half the leader either of you are. You can't be a pilot forever, you know. You'll hit a wall eventually. I'll think about it eventually. Captain of our mobile team at the moment. When the time comes, I'll gladly discuss it with you. Make it sound like you're already considering retirement, Captain. Cune! It's alright, Quest. We're not in public here. You should save that kind of talk for after you surpass me, Cune. Or do you plan to let me quit while I'm ahead? No, sir. Please continue to be a pilot for a little while longer. You're playing politics on the side anyway. I'll catch up to you real soon. Wait, Cune! Must have angered him somehow. Of course you did. Didn't you hear what you said to him? Provoke someone his age and you'll turn him against you, not encourage him. I have to thank you for taking my provocations and cynical remarks during that debate, Captain. Go smooth things over with Cune. Thank you, Amuro. For the record, Amuro is working hard to fulfill his role as leader of our mobile team. What about you, Camille? Oh, you'll not to answer if you're not ready. You've got plenty of time. For now, we just hope you rise to the expectations. Will do, sir. Show me that you're both enjoying your job decently, so I'll have to do the same. Again with the cheek. Camille's returned quite well that's the lesson he took from it all. You know, brings back to our time on the Agama. Well, we could put a better showing for him than we did back then. Now, hold on a minute. What do you mean, we? Never let anything slide to you, Captain. You need someone willing to say things like that to me, though. Shaw. I appreciate it, Bright. Looking forward to our next debate. Me too. In fact, our mission today only worked out because of your actions. You're always helping out to your rough spots, even since your day with the AUG. Been through a lot, but now we're both members of the A Advent. We both work at its sake, though our positions may differ. As such, I won't ever back down from a debate with the Red Comet. Understood. I'm just as prepared as you are. I'm looking forward to the next cabinet meeting, Bright. The feeling's mutual, Shaw. Mission result. 4 Proud Ace programs. I didn't even get to spend ranks, man. Come on, game. Alright, well, customize. Train pilots. Proud Ace. I've got them, I'm gonna spend them. Ooh, dialogue. When Camille says we're talking with Slacking, you two have a long overdue confrontation. Wasn't expecting that. Hey, Hanger. Takuma, we need to talk. Right now, it's about to go have fun. Make it quick, huh? Lately, you've been slacking off with your public service section 1 work. Guess I have. Kinda got bored with it, you know? So, hang on. How do you even know about that? Because I've been helping Yun with his work. Is he complaining about me or something? No, Yun's the kind of guy who keeps quiet and lets others do what they want. I'm the one who has a problem with it. So here you are sticking your nose into other people's business. Real Boy Scout behavior there. Pretty typical Red Comet groupie shit too. Nothing to do with the captain. Listen up, I'm gonna keep doing whatever the fuck I want. You go tell Mr. I'll come work when I feel like it. But shut up! I told you I'm doing whatever I want. You goody two-shoes, you wouldn't get it. This is how I live my life. Got it? Good. You can be serious all you want, but keep your nose out of my business. Alright. You know what? You're full of shit. Who justifies slacking off by calling it their way of life? There's no place for people like you on the A event or wise next. Don't you get it? You feeling brave, huh? Camille? Once he gets to that point, there's no stopping him till he's done. Have you seen Camille like that before, Lieutenant Emma? I'd say so. He used to be constantly snappy back in the AU days. He's even worse when he lived on Green Noah. If he had disagreed with something, he'd lash out, even at adults. He'd decked a goot for taking fun of his name. He used to be the kind of guy who'd never let a grudge go. True, he even fired mobile suits Vulcans at an armed man once. It was a warning shot, but still. You're joking, right? I could see him doing it. Can we? There's a fire hidden deep in his eyes, one that burns devastating ferocity at times. Talking was dumb enough to stoke those flames. Shut up! I told you I'd do what I want! Can't you understand how much trouble it is for everyone else? Well, I mean, it isn't the A event all about freedom? Don't twist the meaning of the word. The only people who fulfill their duties must have the right to say freedom. Look, stop making excuses and make up for your own mistakes. Whoa, Tucker was completely overwhelmed. It's no wonder. Camille's in the right here. Normally Tucker would just stubbornly refuse to accept any kind of logic and reason. That's not flying with Camille the way he is now, huh? All this from someone who used to skip practice all the time. Not just because Camille's right. Baku, universe, life itself. All that Camille's soul is felt now resonating with Getter, with Takuma. Stop being unreasonable! We all just need to fulfill in this universe. That's part of what it means to live. There's no place for someone else who avoids all responsibility. Okay, I hear you. Yun and I both depend on you, Takuma. That's why I'm telling you this. Huh? Things are tough when you're not there for us. I had no idea. Come on, let's go back to work. You had time to recharge. Show your full energy and motivation now, right? You got it. I'll work hard to make up for all the slacking. I mean R&R. Let's not keep him waiting any longer then, dog. Hey, Camille. Thanks. Takuma? Once you get used to slacking off, it's hard to break the habit and get yourself back out there. Honestly, I needed this reality check. Don't worry about it. Just passing on the lesson I learned from others. Others? Like the Red Comet? Who could say? I knew Camille wasn't your ordinary guy. There's a reason Red Comet himself took notice. Life, universe. He gets the strength through understanding those things. Takuma? Sorry about that. Let's go. Won't lose Camille. The longer I pilot Getter, the more I start to see it for myself. What direction is life our universe going to take? We'll find that out together. Nothing for it except some MXP. Now, the thing that probably triggered that chat was Ace chat with Camille. Congratulations, Camille. I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Thanks, Representative. Consider it an honor. Huh? Something wrong? No, I was just thinking about how respectable you've become. Not sure how to respond to that. Before conferring this award, I asked Father Lieutenant Emma about what you were like with AUG. You used to be so... It was a long time ago, honest. I'd rather you judge me on who I am now, or rather what I've become. I understand. I'll try to leave the past alone. No, it's fine. I'm here exactly because of what happened back then. Parts of it I wish I could forget, but others I don't. Camille? One day when things calm down, I'll tell you about it myself. Things I want to ask you as well, Representative. Thank you. I'll look forward to when that happens. Apparently the other word following Lieutenant Emma, too. Alright, well then. Next time we continue actual story stuff with Noah Brand's resolve. 2 more steps to the end of the chapter. 3 more steps to DLC. Next time.
ここまでプレイしてくださってありがとうございます。いろいろ大変なことも起きてますが、プレイヤーさんのおかげで頑張れました。エアリアルも皆さんに感謝してるみたいです。あ、そうだ、せっかくエアリアルも一緒にいるし、株式会社ガンダムといえばのあの一言で終わりたいと思います。プレイヤーさんもぜひ一緒に行ってみてくださいね。いきますよ、せーの。飛べる、踊れる、エアリアル。またお会いしましょう。
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.